హైదరాబాద్ పోతున్నాను.
Yeah, hi Prashant. Good morning.
హాయ్ అరుల్, గుడ్ మార్నింగ్.
Yeah. Hi Bhaskar. Good morning.
Hey Arul, good morning.
How are you, Bhaskar?
Uh, I'm feeling better now.
Okay. Okay.
How about you?
Yeah, fine, Bhaskar.
భాస్కర్, ఇట్ సీమ్స్ యువర్ network is showing in Hyderabad. Are you in Hyderabad?
Yeah. Oh, seriously?
Yes.
I am not seeing it is where it is showing Hyderabad. Yeah, I am in Hyderabad now.
Okay. Actually, I'm searching your number in one app. It's showing you are in Hyderabad.
Yes.
Hi, Arul.
Bhaskar,
Good
you are
morning,
not in
Ravi Jai.
Pune? Yeah,
No,
hi,
not
Ravi.
in Pune, Arul.
Okay.
I came to Hyderabad actually today morning.
Okay.
He's super fast busy man. One day in Pune, one day in Mumbai, one day in Hyderabad.
Yeah, Ravi.
You know, right? This is what life actually. We don't know where we will be tomorrow.
Yeah, Bhaskar, this is Python class, not life lesson class.
Yeah, Arul, but every day 2 minutes at least, like you should give some kind of motivational speech also, Arul, for us. See, all of our
then
characters are just,
then people will start run away, Bhaskar. Yeah.
No, Arul. Actually, we need motivation because we are all sitting ducks like 7 years in same company. We lost all the skill set.
yeah, and even you know, right? We all are having EMIs like more than our salary.
Yeah. Even I am also having that same thing only. Yeah. That happens. Yeah.
You can charge
Yeah,
for that classes also if you want.
Start for the class.
Separately, you can charge.
Yeah. No, Bhaskar,
Maybe
not like that.
Arul
Like,
is like a very good motivational speaker, actual speaker. I mean, I used to go to the schools and colleges, and they used to
Oh,
be doing.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Arul,
Ravi. Yeah.
can you please conduct one motivational class on Sunday or anything? Because we all, right, last 7 years in same company. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
So
yes.
we are
okay.
not, yeah, so we need some motivation from you.
Yeah, sure, Prasad.
Yeah,
I am
yeah, if
also not
possible.
that much motivated. Like, even, yeah, I can tell you, like,
No. Like
yeah.
anything is fine, right? If one word is enough for us to motivate the other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I suggest is like, yeah, put some motivational wallpapers in your laptop. That's what I am doing. And
Okay.
yeah, always see your kid's face daily, or your wife's face, or your family's face. Then, yeah, that will make us think like, okay, we need to run for them, we need to do something like this. So yeah, from that point we can start. And then like from the career perspective, yeah, learning is the key. Like now we are doing, right? Like now you people are spending 1 hour, like you are carving out of your 1 to 1.5 hour in a daily basis, right? So what I request from you is like you please continue this practice after our sessions also. Like not only with me, like what I'm saying is like even though if we don't have sessions also, try to spend at least 10% of your life for your study. Okay, so just allocate 10% of your time for studying at all the days. Like we have 24 hours, right? So daily 2.5 hours. Just I'm not telling about a formal way of structured studying. I was requesting you to just go through the recent development things in whatever we are studying right now, right? So this is generative AI, right? So just to spend 2 to 2.5 hours daily for reading some articles about AI, just go through like what is the recent trends on AI and spend some time in refining your LinkedIn profile and connect with people in LinkedIn, right? So even I need to come out of this Instagram addiction. Like I was like nowadays I'm thinking like I am spending more time on Instagram. So that part all we can refine, and yeah, it's all about like learning and correcting mistakes and fixing life, right? So that's part of life. Likewise, only I will speak, Prashant. Like if you give me a whole day, also I can speak like this. Bhaskar knows. But yeah, that will be boring for you guys. That's why I'm concentrating only on this topics. Like,
Yeah, Arul, you can give some insights in crypto and marketing as well.
everything I lost so much of money, Bhaskar. Then what is there for me to?
So you must be, I mean, you must got some experience, right? With that, so that experience you can share with us.
Yeah. Actually, like I lost around some 5 to 6 lakhs rupees in crypto just to know the technology, and I didn't consider that as my losses. Actually, I just learned how not to burn my pockets, and along with that, like I just learned like how the technology is working behind crypto. So now I know the Web3 decentralization and the technology behind crypto. Like so that part I learned with a costly mistake like this blockchain and all. Yeah. So that is one thing. The same way I lost so much of money in share markets. So I am tend to lose money. So I lose lot of money, but I never get tired of losing money. So what I took it from that is like whenever I am feeling like demotivated, I just revisit my portfolio, like where I did mistakes and why I did like this kind of nonsense trades and all like this. Yeah, that's how it was going on. Yeah, let's start the Python session. Then yeah, after session, if we have some time, we will discuss all these things. Okay. Yeah. Let me share my screen. So you are all able to see my screen, right?
Before jumping into the
Hello?
discussions, right? I have one question. I was
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Yes,
Srinivas,
sir.
for confirming.
Like
Yeah, thank you, Srinivas. So, like in today's agenda, we will continue from where we left. Like we already saw about while loop on yesterday's class, right? So this complete notebook we have completed. Like the for loop part I was having here, right? I just took it out and I put it on the class for notebook. So I will share you this notebook first before we start the class.
Arul, I have one question. Yesterday,
Yeah,
while I'm
Srinivas.
practicing,
Okay.
it is showing like maximum sessions reached or something like that. That means if you open 2, 3 windows or something, it will show like that, or like how it is like.
Yeah, correct. Because we are running on Google Compute, right? So mostly
Ah,
you can run it with one notebook like this at a time. If you cross more than 2, 3 notebooks, then it will ask you to pay and do the subscription number. But that's not required. Anyway, we will be running only in one notebook at most of the time. Because this
so we
alone is having enough CPUs, right?
right. So
Yeah.
whenever we complete one small program, we need to close that one after saving. We'll close and start the new one like
No,
that. Will it?
whenever you are getting something like limit reached and all, just refresh the browser. That's it. It will automatically disconnect from this runtime.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, so this runtime is connected to your machine. So this machine is like a kind of a public machine only.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why they
Okay.
are telling, right? You currently have zero
Yeah.
compute units like this. So these are free
Oh,
of charge and not guaranteed,
yeah.
right?
Okay. Thanks, Arul. Yeah.
So for that particular purpose, why we are doing everything in Google Colab is like we need to understand how to execute Python in cloud. We can install it in local and we can run also, but we don't want to burn our own resources, right? Anyway, end of the day in offices, And in your future projects, you are going to run Python like this one, not with
Yeah.
our regular stuff. Even with Jupyter notebooks also, as Bhaskar showed on our second day class, right? So with Jupyter notebooks also, the same kind of formatting only, but that runs on our local machine. So here we have up to 12 GB of RAM. Sometimes this will be 12 GB, sometimes this will be 16 GB. That depends on how Google is allocating us the resources. And this disk size will be always more than 100 GB only for everyone, most of the time. So if we want to upgrade, then we need to pay for them. So I don't recommend paying for them because this alone is sufficient for us to do most of the things. Okay, so yeah. Likewise, only we have the resources. Okay, so yeah, so in GenAI class 1, 2, and 3, we have this window also. Yeah. So in GenAI class 1, 2, and 3, we saw about few basic stuffs of Python. And in the class 3, we are supposed to have for loops also. That for loops, it told like we will complete the list first, and then we will be seeing the for loops. Okay. So let me share this notebook also with you. Just copying this link. Okay. Are you able to get this one? I will share this in WhatsApp group also after the classes. You are able to get the notebook, right? Everyone.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thanks Ravi for coming. Okay. So in class 4 and class 5, we will be seeing, like I have adjusted the syllabus again because we are going a bit slow. That's why I have adjusted the syllabus and extended the duration. Okay. Based on that, we will extend the duration as long as we can. But our ultimate aim is to complete all this syllabus. Along with that, like most probably after this RAG, I am planning to add one more topic also. So that part newly came into AI. So that is called context catching. So that one also we will discuss like on day 14 instead of LangChain. Like we will shift the LangChain down. Okay. So that part also we will see likewise. So accordingly, we will adjust, like extend some more classes here. Okay. So you don't need to worry about like it's within 15 days, how we can complete like that. But our main ultimate aim is to make you all understand like what exactly we are going to do. Okay. So this is in today's class, we will talk all about data structures. And in data structures alone, we will talk about, sorry, this is today's class. So in this data structures alone, we will talk about list and then we will continue about the for loops. Okay. And after that, on tomorrow's class, we will continue on this list if we are having anything pending, and we will cover about set and dictionaries. Okay. I have splitted this class into 2 parts. This was previously a 1-part class, but this is having a lot of topics to cover. So if we are able to understand this clearly and better, then only we can confidently approach the programs. Okay. So far, did you ever tried any programs executing the notebooks, right?
Yes,
Did you have
Anu.
any doubts so far up to day 3?
Yeah, we are good, I think, as of yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. So this Gen AI class 1, 2, 3 notebook is over for now. So you can go through this and you can try out some assignments, whatever here, right? So everything is having a brief explanation here, right up here. So you can simply go through this and try to understand. If you are not able to understand also, please let me know. And I have added the solutions also. But first, try to do these assignments without seeing the solution. And after you complete the assignment, try to see the solutions after that. So that you can come to know, okay, this is correct or what like this. You can validate on yourself. Okay, so we are not going to grade anything, right? Those are like school day stuff. So better you can go through this solution and you can try to understand like what exactly this for loop and I'll just leave it. Apart from that, this while loop, up to while loop, like whatever you are seeing, wherever you see some for related stuff, just leave those things and try to do all these assignments. Basically, this is just to make sure like you are able to understand the topics. Like, okay, if you are unable to understand any of the assignments, also please bring it up in the next class so that we will cover that topic also. Okay, so that's all about class 1, 2, and 3. So I am closing this notebook. We are not going to use this notebook anymore, like until unless you have any doubts. Okay, and also go through this complete notes so that you will get familiarized yourself with whatever we have covered so far. Why I am asking you, why I am insisting you to do this thing again and again is like if you don't even touch the code for a single day when we are learning, then surely you will lose the track. That's what I can say. Okay, please touch the code, please do the code. Okay, because we are learning a complete programming language, right? So if we are having basic fundamentals strong, then it will be easier for us to catch up the further complex topics. Okay, so these are the foundation pillars of a program. That's what we are seeing here.
Arul, while opening
Okay.
this page which you pinged in the Teams, right? It is asking for permission.
Okay, we change this to restricted, right? Yeah. Remove the link. Viewer, sorry. Yeah, when you are sharing it, right? So that time you need to give the viewer access. Then only you need to give the link. Okay. See, now it is asking, right? Shyam is asking. Also, there is also asking. Right? Now you got the access, right?
Let me try.
Now I will give the link again.
Yeah.
Now is it opening?
Let me try.
Am I audible?
Yes, Srini, yeah, please. But you are very low. Your voice is very feeble.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, Srini.
So I have posted a couple of lines in the chat room. Could you please check that?
This one, okay.
I've taken number 1 and number 2, which I'm doing multiple arithmetic operations, but I couldn't perform the second one. Except addition, it cannot perform the other task.
Okay, you want to understand. Like, did you figure out why it is not happening? Okay, let's play with that first and then let's see. I'm adding a code cell somewhere here. Okay, at the bottom I'm adding a code cell. Okay, so here I'm pasting whatever Srini pasted here. Okay, this one, right, Srini?
Yeah.
So why? Because let me tell you, and you are getting an input of number. Okay, another number 4. So now it is not adding, it is concatenating. Why? Because this is string now.
Okay, that becomes strings.
Type of number. Okay. Whenever you have a doubt, do a type of function. Okay, so if you see 5 and 6, see both are strings.
Okay.
Right? So if you want to do an arithmetic operation out of these strings, this one will not work. This one will not surely work. Why? Because this is a string. You are trying to do a subtraction on a string.
Yeah. None of them are working.
Yeah, it will surely throw an error. What it is throwing? It is saying that unsupported operand type for string and string. So this error will tell you saying that you are trying to do an operation on top of the string. So what you need to do is you need to convert it into a number. How we will do it? You can directly put an int here. Okay, so this will do a type conversion. Right? When you do a type conversion, okay, after that just remove everything. So I give some number like this. So 20 and then 10. See, addition is 30, subtraction is 10, division is 2, and multiplication is 200 because this become integer.
Okay, I missed that type conversion.
No, don't worry. Like you see, with mistakes only we can learn the things. Okay, please do mistakes, then only we can learn the things properly. Okay. Right, Srini? Is this solves your doubt or?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. We put this in this chat. Yeah, it's there in our sheet also at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's there in Gen AI class 1, 2, and 3 notebook. So I'm just closing this notebook and let's start on this. Any other doubts apart from this, Srini, or anyone?
No, I have not yet gone through the while and for loop statements on a practice.
Yeah. Please do that. Please do that. And whenever you are feeling any doubts, please bring it up in the next class. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Or else you can ping me in WhatsApp also.
Sure.
So the next class, today's class is all about this data structures. And first we will start about list. Okay. So up to this point, like we were talking about strings, integers, and integers, integers, and floats. That means strings and numeric data types, right? Either it might be a string or either it might be a number, right? Now also we have converted a string to an integer, right? So that typecasting, those things and all we see. So those are like an individual data, right? Individual data in the sense a variable will hold only one single item or one single element or one single string, I can say. So if I want to do a collection of items, okay, suppose in case, so here itself I will put a quote. So what we usually do, int is equal to, in our previous example also we saw that num1 is equal to input of this one. Enter a number. Okay, so what it is exactly doing? It is getting an user input from an user and trying to store it in this number, right? So this is one item. Okay, one item means user is entering only one input, right? So that is a single number, right? So I want to store a collection of multiple items. Okay, item in the sense that might be an integer, that might be a string, that might be a float, right? So those kind of things and all can be accessible, can be possible with Python. So you can do a mix and match of these data types and you can store it. Okay. To make that, we have a data type called list. Okay. List is nothing but it's a collection of items. Okay. List is indicated by a square bracket. Right. So in Python, we don't have an explicit declaration called list, or else you can do that also. But what we usually do, we don't have any declarations in Python, right? So for that purpose, we will be indicating a list with a square bracket. Okay. So what it means, it means that it will be showing the numbers list. Okay. We will be checking the type first. We know how to check a data type, right? So this type function will check the data type. Okay. The numbers also. So this particular list is having a collection of numbers, collection of integers. Okay. So this is a single item 1. This is a single item 2. This is a single item 3. Likewise. So every item is separated with a comma. And this is stored in a list. So this square bracket indicates this is a list. Okay. So when I do this, okay, this runtime is getting connecting now. Okay, you will be getting like class list. Right? Previously it was string. If it is a number, what it will do? Take for an example. I'm giving number is equal to 10. Okay. See, this number is a single item. So that belongs to a class integer, right? So this numbers is a collection of items. So that's why we are indicating a square bracket, and that becomes a list now. So list is to store a collection of items that might be of any data type, and that can be duplicates also. Okay, that's why we are having this write up saying like it allows you to store multiple items in a single variable. Okay, so this particular variable can hold multiple items like this. Okay, that's why we are having list in Python. So in list, we can have list of strings. We can have mixed data types, means that this is a number, this is a string, this is a float, right? This is a decimal point, right? So this is called as float. We saw that. This is a Boolean, right? So you can have everything here. Okay, that is also allowed in Python. So a list can contain multi data types. Okay. Also, you can create an empty list also, like this, and you can add your items further. Okay, that part we will see it in the list methods. Okay, so this is how a list works. This is how we can create a list. Okay, when you are assigning something to a variable, then that's called as a creation in Python. So when you are assigning a number, this item to a number, so you are creating an integer variable. Same way, you are assigning a list to your numbers, so means that you are creating a list. Okay, so that list can be of any data type, and it can have the mixed data types as well, and it can be duplicates as well. Like if suppose in case I can say again, I can put the same thing 1 and then hello and then 3.14 likewise 5 value and true. Okay, it will allow me because even though if you pass duplicates also it will allow. Right? See, you can duplicate this. Okay, so that's the purpose of having the list. Without losing the data, you can put duplicates also. So there is no need of filtering or nothing like that. So whatever you give, whatever items are there, you can store it in the list. Okay. Any doubts on the list so that we can move on to the next topic? Yeah, I take the silence as and yeah, we are moving to the next topic. Next topic is like indexing. Okay. Why we need an index? Means that this particular position, okay, it always starts with 0. Okay, this is called as 0th position. This is called as first position. This is called as second position. Suppose here I am printing the mixed list, right? So it is giving me the complete list here, right? It's giving me the complete list here, right? This mixed list, it is giving me the complete list. So I need to access only this 3.1. Okay, this value I need to access from this list. How I can do? Before that, I need to understand how the indexing works. Okay, so whenever you are storing something in the list, okay, that always starts at the position 0. So this is at position 0. This one can be accessed like this of 0. If you do like this, it will access this value of 1. Okay. Hello, 3.14. True. Likewise, So the 0th position is 1. First position is hello. Second position is 3.14. Third position is true. Okay. So like this, you can access this list with its positions. So this number is called as index of a list. That's why we are calling this topic as indexing in list. Okay. So if I do like this, what it will do, it will print the list like this. Okay. The first position is 1 and the second position is hello. That is 1. Okay. So 0th position, first position, second position, and third position. So it always starts with 0. 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Getting this right? Everyone is so silent today. Okay.
Arul,
Yeah. Sure.
in the first example, right? So entire list will display. If you give any number, entire list will display, right? For example, number equal to 10. If it is a 2 also, it will display everything 1 to 5.
No, it's not looping actually. This is an individual item. This one you are talking about, right, Prashant?
That's
Yes,
just
yes,
the
yes.
integer.
This is an individual item. Okay, this is not the list actually. This is integer only. So I just remove this. Otherwise it will confuse. See, this is an integer, class of integer, right? This is an integer. This is not a list actually. This is a single item. Okay. So this numbers is the list.
Okay.
Yeah. You
So
keep a
single
bracket.
item.
If you keep a bracket before and after 10, that will
Yeah,
become a
if I
list.
put like this, then it will become a list. See, it got changed to a list. Right? Previously it was an integer. If I remove this bracket, it will become an integer. It becomes an integer. So
So,
anything
Arun,
within this square bracket, yeah, Bhaskar, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, suppose if you use this square bracket, so that will become a separate data type list, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So that contains the list of numbers. But if
Yes.
you use that open bracket or like same normal values, if you assign, that is like different data types, it will assign the values.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. You cannot enter multiple values if it is a single data type, right?
Yeah.
You cannot enter
This is a single item. You cannot have a multiple data types. So if you want to enter multiple data types, multiple items, either it might be integer or string or a mixed data type. So those kind of things and all, we will use the list. It's not a single item. You will have multiple items like this.
And here
You can have
you are-
multiple numbers like this. You can
entering-
consider this like a kind of an array. Yeah.
No. My question is like you are entering the number like 10 number into the number variable, right?
Yes. Correct. For sure.
Okay. Then it will display the entire list, correct?
No. This has nothing to do with the list. Okay, so this is a single item.
Okay.
Single item in the sense, this is why it is confusing. Before we start the list itself. Okay, so this is nothing but an integer. This is not a list. Why? Because we didn't have a square bracket here. Okay, this is numbers. This is number. Okay, this is a single step. So if I just hover over my mouse over here, what it is saying? It is saying integer number, right? So this is not a list. This is an integer. That's why we are checking the type of this variable using this type function. Okay.
Okay.
So this type function will return me whether this is a list or an integer like this, because I store only one value here, and that value I didn't put any square brackets. Okay. So if I don't put a square bracket, that's an individual item. Okay. If I put a square bracket, then that's having an array of lot of items, right? So by this time, it is holding lot of numbers. So now I have a square bracket here. So this square bracket indicates this is a list like this. See, list of numbers. It's showing
If you-
list.
In the fourth line, if you print, it will come 10, right? Print number.
Number. Yeah, this will be 10. Yeah, correct. Because
Okay.
this is just an integer. We just
Okay.
need to see like what exactly it is. Right? See here. This is an integer first. Okay. That integer is just a number. This is list. So this list is having numbers. This is having an array of number. Single item like this.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Yeah, and this list can be accessed by its position. So the position starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, likewise. So it keeps on going from 0. So this particular position is 0. So that can be accessed as this. This is the list name, right? So the list name square bracket of 0 will return me 1, likewise. Okay, so this is to access an individual item from the list. Okay, you can access group of items also, that we will see in the slicing list. Okay, up to this part, any doubts? Because we are going to cover all these list methods. List you are able to understand, right? Like it's a group of individual items within a square bracket. Okay, so the next part is, yeah, please.
Question. Let's say, can you print mixed list of indexing of 9? Because the list is not that big, but if I'm trying to put a
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. If I put 8, it won't work.
okay, it will return error, or it will extend the.
No, it will be 0. It will be throwing an error, index out of, like this. The index error, list index out of range. Like this, because I am trying to access an element which is not in the list. Right? So this is not present in this list. There is no 8th position. Okay, it's up to 7. Right? 7th position is this true. True. This true. I make it as false. This 7th position is this false. Okay. So if I am trying to access the 8th position also, means that this 8 is not at all here. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. This is 7. Right? Up to 7 it will display. If I try to access the 8th position of this list, there is no such element called element in the 8th position. Right? That's why Python will throw me an error saying that list index out of range. This is called as an index error. Okay, you are trying to access something which is out of this array, out of this list. So that's why we are getting an error. Okay, so you should always access the elements within this list, within this particular positions. So this is always 0. This is always 1, this is always 2, this is always 3, likewise. The positions will be like that only. You can extend the list. Suppose in case if I am adding one more element like this, then the 8th position will be what? The 8th position will be R1. So now it will not throw any error. Okay, it will simply show my.
So if say there are many list is having so many values and we cannot count, can we print how many? What is the index, maximum index in that list?
Yeah, right. So if you want to check the length of this list, you can use a len function. Okay, len of mixed list. So you can tell like this is what length of the list. So this is the length of the list. So anything you are getting here, -1 will be the last index. Right? See, that length of the list is 9 here, right? So this is having 9 elements, but it starts with 0. Correct? So this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the index is 8. Okay.
The length is counting from 1 to 9, but index is starting from 0 to 8.
Yes, correct. Last index, we can say. Last index is nothing but length of mixed is -1. Right? So that last index will be this mixed list length -1. So the last index will be 8 here. Last index is 8, right?
Got it.
Getting it right? Yeah. So this is how we can find the length of this list. That is also a method here. Didn't add the length method. Okay. You can do a list count also. Okay, that we will see later. This is to get the length of the list. And the last index, these and all are called indexes, right? So this 0 is an index, 1 is an index, means that consider this as its address. Okay, so in this list, this particular position, right? So this particular position is 0. This particular position is 1. This particular position is 2, likewise. So this is how creating a list works, and this is what is called as indexing also. Okay, and in the indexing, suppose in case I don't know what is the last index. Okay, see, you can use this function to find the last index. Suppose in case I don't want to count it and I don't want to do anything manually. Okay, by that time, how you will do? You can access the last index using -1. Okay, how we are positioning 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So the same way, the -1 is this one, -2 is this one, -3 is this one, -4 is this one, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9. We don't have a -0, right? 0 is always a neutral number. So that's why to reverse a list, you need to start with a -1. Okay, so what you need to do is print mixed list of -1, likewise.
This will print the reverse.
Yes, correct. See? See, from the count from reverse, what it is doing, it is trying to reverse the list from here. This is -1, this is -2, this is -3, this is -4, this is -5, likewise. Okay, so that's why we are getting this one. This is -1 to position, this is -2 position, this is -3 position, this is -4 position, this is -5 position. So the indexing, when you are doing a forward count, that will be starting from 0. When you are doing from backward count, this will be starting from -1. So if you want to access the last element of a list, you can use this -1 to access this. Last to previous, -2. That to previous again, -3. Again previous, -4. Again previous, -5. So likewise, you can traverse through this list. So you can do a forward traverse like this. And you can do a reverse travel like this. Okay. So it's like your forward gear and it's like your reverse gear. Okay. When you want to travel from one element to another element, you can access your forward travel like this with the positive numbers. If you want to access it from reverse, you can use this negative numbers, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So this is how the list is being indexed. Okay, that's what we are having this in index list. So here we have these three fruits like apple, banana, and cherry. So this is at 0, this is at 1, this is at 2, right? The same way, this is -1, this is -2, and this is -3. See, last item, second to last item, right? So this is all about creating a list and indexing a list. Up to this point, any doubts?
Yeah, it's clear,
Or-
Arul. Arul,
Okay,
if we put
Alright.
empty list and index of that empty list will take default 0 or -1.
No, that's an empty list. You can't even access that list. See? Like
Okay.
for an example, if I try to print this empty list of 0, it will throw an error
Okay.
because there is nothing in that list. Right?
So index
And
also it
list
will not
index
take.
out of range. Yeah, there is no index. This is 0.
Okay. Got
This is empty actually. That's why you cannot even access this list until unless you put some values like 0 or something like that. Okay, then only you can access this list. If it is empty, it's a non-accessible list.
Okay. Thank you, Arul.
Okay. This is how list creation and list indexing is. Okay. The next topic is slicing the list. Okay. So slicing the list means like you want to get 3 elements from the list or 4 elements from the list, right? You can do that operation also. For that, you need to give a starting position and ending position. But that ending position will be always like if I am giving 5, then what it will do, it will simply take it as a range actually. Okay. Take for an example. Here we have the numbers, right? It will always start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is exactly matching with the position. Okay, so this is having 10 elements, right? Print length of this numbers. Length of numbers list. Okay, so this numbers list is having 10 elements. So now you have this length of numbers list is 10. This numbers list also. Numbers. Okay. See, the numbers list starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is why I am putting 0 first, because I don't want to confuse between these positions, right? So anyway, like if I want to access the second position as the starting position and 5 as the ending position, if I give like this, okay, in Python there is a concept called range. Okay, so when you are doing a ranging, what it will do, it will always take the -1 from here. So if I give 5, it will go up to 2, 3, and 4. Likewise. Okay. So the right side stuff will always be -1 like this. So if I give a see, this is starting position and this is ending position. Okay. You are trying to slice a list out of this. So if you want to do like that, then what you need to do, you need to give the ending position, right? So that ending position will always be +1. So that it will slice the before number up to that. Like this. See, it will slice only 2, 3, 4. Because the index of this position will be -1 from here. So this is the range in Python. Okay. Suppose in cubes, if I want to see, there is something called a range function. Yeah, I can declare a list like this also. I can say like collection or list of number is equal to range of function. Range function is that. Okay. Range of 0 is to 20 like this. Okay. if I print this list of number, I will get only 0 to 19. Type object is not supportable. Something is wrong with this range function. Okay, I will tell you about this range function after that. Okay. So to slice a list, this is the starting position and this is the ending position. So that ending position will always have a -1 here. Okay, that's why you are slicing only 2, 3, and 4. Okay, means that this is 5th position, right? That's why. This is 2nd position, 0, 1, and 2, 3, and 4. This is from this actually it is 4, but for number it is 5, right? So that ending position will be always greater than 1. Like this you can remember. Okay, so this is how you can slice a list. You can provide a starting position and ending position, or else you can only provide an ending position, or else you can provide only a starting position. And you can do a step slicing also. Step slicing means what? Like you can ask it to print the every second element or every third element like this. Okay, so that kind of operations are possible with the list. Okay, this is how you can slice a list. Means that you are creating a list out of a list like this. You are carving out another list from this big list like this. Okay, getting it, or I confused this part?
No, it's clear.
It's clear.
Okay. Yeah. Clear. Then we are having something called modifying list. Okay, so this modifying list means like you can change the items of the list. This list we are already having, right? In this list, you can change the first position to a different position, different list. So this is 0, this is 1. So this banana, I want to make it as blueberry. Okay, so what I will do, instead of this, you can directly index this. Okay, so you can directly index means like what? This is 0, this is 1. So you are accessing this position of 1. So that is actually banana. So that banana you are changing it to blueberry. Okay, so then this list will be modified. So this list, the modified list will be having this blueberry instead of this banana, because this position we have changed. Okay, also we have something called adding an item. So we use a method called append. Okay, so this append will always add the item at last. Okay, if you specify the item here, what it will do, it will simply add this item along with this fruits at the last position. Okay, so at the last position, you are adding an orange here. Okay, the same way you can remove an item with the value from this list. Take for an example, if you want to remove cherry, right? So that cherry is in some other position. You can use this cherry here, then that will remove the item from this list. Okay, likewise, you can change an item, add an item, and remove an item from the list.
We can add in certain position also, right?
Yeah, that's what we are doing here. We can add it.
Right, yeah. Got it.
So if you are giving a position here, then that will change that value.
I mean append.
Yeah,
we can
in
append
append,
also
yeah,
certain
append
position.
append you can do it on the this one. Yeah, right.
I mean,
And we
last
have something
position.
called insert method. Okay.
Okay.
So in this insert method, you can provide an index and the value so that you can directly insert in between likewise. Right, Ravi? You are asking that kind of question, right? So you want to insert something in between instead of changing the value.
Yes.
Instead of adding it at the last position, if you want to add it something in between, so for that we will be using an insert method. Okay, so that we will come later. So this is how we can modify a list. Okay, so this is how we can change. To change an item, you need to directly give a position and you can give a value so that it will directly go there. This is 0, this is 0, this is 1, right? So in this first index, it will automatically update this banana into blueberry. Right? Same way, if you want to append means like at the last, if you are adding an item, it's not index wise adding an item. If you add an item to the list, so what it will do, it will simply append it at the last. It is concatenating this orange at the last, likewise. Okay. Same way, you can remove a value using this. Okay. This is how you can modify a list. You can change, you can add, you can remove. Along with that, there are some other methods also. Insert, remove, right? Remove we are seeing now. Insert we didn't see here. Insert we will see when we are doing the basic list methods. Okay, so these are all the basic list methods. These 10 methods are there, right? So using these 10 methods, we play with the list. Okay, and then what are all the common list operations? So we saw about length of the list, right? We can use len function to check the length of a list. You see here. See length of the numbers list, right? So we used len function here. Same way in top also we can see. We saw. This is time. Yeah, here we saw the length of the list, right? So that is also one list operation. Okay. Also, you can check whether an item is present in the list or what. Okay. So that is called relationship check. We are calling it as relationship check in Python. So relationship check means what? So this particular item is present in this particular list or what? Suppose if I ask blueberry in fruits, then it will be outputting me false. So this is like a true or false return only. Okay. Also you can add to list. So that you can do it through the concatenation. Like if you do a plus operator here, what it will do, it will simply concatenate both the list. Okay. This is how it do. So the length of this list is 3, right? 1, 2, 3. 3 elements are there. 3 items are there. So it is outputting 3 here, right? Also we are checking whether banana is present in this fruits list. See here orange is not there. Suppose in case if I am checking print orange in fruits. So this will return me what? False. Right? See false. So orange is not in this list. Right? So it will check its relationship. Means that this particular item is present in this list or what. So this kind of operation is called relationship operation. Check if an item exists. Okay. This in is the keyword. Okay. So using this in, you are checking the relationship, whether this is present in this list or what, like this. Okay. So for that kind of check, suppose this your list is very small. That's why you are able to see it directly, and you can say like, okay, this is not having orange, this is having one. Suppose consider you are having some 1000+ elements in this list. Okay, you need to check a particular item is present in that list or what. So for that particular purpose, you can use this one to return either true or false. Okay, suppose this fruits is having 1000 items in this list. By that time, you want to check whether that orange is present in the list or what, right? So we are not sure by seeing that 1000 fruits in front of it, because this might contain duplicates also, right? So by that time, you will be simply writing a relationship statement like this, orange in fruits. So this will always return either true or false. If it is present, it will return true. If it is not present, it will return false. Okay. So for that relationship check, we can use this in. So this in is used to check the number. Check this particular value is present in this list or not. Like also, you can concatenate two lists, one list on the left side and one list on the right side, likewise. So you can combine both the list using a plus operator. Okay, this list can have any values, any data type, and it can be duplicates as well. right? So it will simply combine both the lists. Okay, up to these 5 items, any doubts? So that we can cover up on these basic list methods. Don't worry, like most of the list methods we have already seen. Like this remove we see, insert we didn't see, append we saw, remove we saw. And yeah, these and all are very basic methods only. We will quickly cover within some another 10-15 minutes. Okay, up to this list, any doubts? You will not get the doubts until unless you start working on this. Okay, try out this list and then like come up with some doubts so that we can explore it further. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Arun.
Yeah, thanks, David. So next we will see about the basic list methods in Python. Okay. On top of this list, first we already saw the append here, right? Append is nothing but it will add the item at the last position, right? So for that particular stuff, we will be using this append method. So lot of built-in methods are there for the list. Okay. Not only these 10 methods, but these 10 methods only we frequently use. Okay. Whenever we do programming. Other than that, the remaining methods and all, like mostly you won't use. Likewise, I can say. See, take for an example. If you simply put fruits dot and control space, see, these methods are coming, right? So out of this, these are like the regular methods. See here, extend is there. Extend we don't use mostly, right? Likewise only, whenever it is needed, you will simply go to this documentation and you can use any method like this. Okay, so to append the value at last, we will be using an append method. So here what we are doing, we are appending the orange at the last. Okay, same way we have an insert method. So Ravi asked that out, right? So how we can insert item in between the list, right? So if I want to insert blueberry here before banana, okay? So by that time, what we will do, we will be using this insert function. We won't use this append function by that time. Append function will always insert the item at last, right? So to insert this item in between something on a particular index, or I can say, because this is 0, this is 1, right? So here I need to insert blueberry so that this can be right shifted. So if I insert blueberry here like this, then this banana and cherry will be right shifted. Okay. So for that particular reason, we will be having this insert function. So insert function will let you to insert the value at any position. This is index, okay? At any index comma value. That is the syntax for this. Index comma object, like this it is showing, right? So that object is nothing but a value. Okay. So if you want to insert something into this list, you can use this insert function. Okay. The same way we have the remove method. This remove method also we saw in this common list operations. Before this, yeah, this remove we saw, right? We removed cherry, right? Same way. Like if you remove a particular item, you can mention that item name so that it will remove it from the list. Okay. So means that it will remove the first occurrence. Okay, it won't see. That's what remove methods removes the first occurrence of a specified element. See here we have 2 bananas. Right? It won't remove all the bananas. It will remove only, if I want to remove only the first occurrence of banana, we will be using this remove function. Okay. And there is one more method called pop. And this pop method is to remove the element last element. Okay. Means that it removes and returns. Means that what, like if you do a fruits.pop, it will remove this first. And this value will be returned. Cherry will be returned here. Okay, you can directly print this value and store it here. Okay, if you do a fruits.pop, what it will do, it will simply remove this cherry from here. Okay, so the last element will be removed. When you are doing a pop operation, the last element, like how we are doing append, right? The same way you can do a pop. So when you are doing a pop, it will remove the last element. Okay, this is how the pop works. Okay, pop is also one function out of this list. This is a method. Okay, the same way we have something called clear method. It simply removes all the elements. Okay, it will, if you do a clear on top of list, okay, what it will do, it will simply clear out the complete list. See, fruits equal to apple, banana, and cherry. So now this particular list can be cleared completely. If you do a clear, it will not having anything. It will simply have an empty list. Okay, clear will simply make the list empty. Okay, this is how clear method works. And there is something called index method. So that index method will return you the index of that particular item. Okay, suppose if I want to know where this cherry is located, right? I need to give like fruits.index of cherry. So that this will return a position of 0, 1, and 2. So this third sec 2 it will return like this. Okay, if I want to search a particular elements index, okay, items index, you can use this index method. Okay, also there is something called as count method. This count method will count a particular item in the list, how many times it is occurring, because this is having, we are allowing duplicates, right? So there might be n number of times a same element might be present. Okay, after this, if I put apple and if I am counting apple, then there will be 2 apples in the list, right? Same way we are here 2 bananas in the list. So if I want to count bananas, then it will count 1 and 2 and it will simply return me the count. Okay, so this is called as count method. Okay, same way we can sort the list using this sort method. Okay, so in this sort method itself, if you are giving reverse equal to true, then that will become a descending order sort. You can do an ascending order sort as well as you can do a descending order sort. Here, this is an unordered list. Okay, unordered list in the sense, this is not a sorted list. Right, so here also 1, here also 1, and after that I need to put 4, after that I need to put 5, sorry, after that I need to put 3 and then 4 and then 5 and then 9. So I need to sort it in ascending order. What I can do, this list, I can simply put the numbers that sort, right? So that it will be sorted. This will become a sorted list. And also if you want to reverse doing a descending order. If you want to do a descending order, you can mention like reverse equal to 2. Okay. Also, there is a function called reverse. So that will simply reverse this list. So this will come first, this will come second, and this will come third. Okay. There is one more method to reverse it. You can do like print fruits of colon -1. If you do like this also will reverse the current list. Okay, so this also can be used for reverse. This is a technique actually. Instead of using this function, if you want to reverse, you can simply put like colon -1. Means that what we are doing, we are asking it to reverse it from the last position. We are indexing here. Here we have this indexing, slicing, right? So in this slicing, we have a slicing with the step, right? So in this slicing with the step, instead of this 2, I am putting a -1 so that it is getting reversed. Okay, that is also one type of reversing. Same way, you can use this reverse method also. I don't want to confuse myself. So what I will do, I will simply put a reverse method here. I don't want to use this indexing strategy. So I can simply use this method. This also does the same thing. This also does the same thing. Okay, likewise, you can reverse a list. And also you can copy a list also from one list to another. Okay, you can do a copy of this list. Suppose I already have a fruits list. Okay, I need to copy this list into a fruits copy. What I can do, I can put a list name dot copy so that this list will be copied to this fruits copy. Okay, this is to copy a list, or else you can directly assign this list name. Fruits copy is equal to fruits. That also will be copying this. Copied is equal to fruits. Right? So this also you can do. You can directly assign it, or either you can assign it with the copy function. Okay. So what is the difference between this and this? Suppose if I am adding something here after this, okay. Suppose if I am adding something to the fruits, okay, that will not impact the fruit copy. But if I add something to the fruits, then that will impact this copied fruit also. Because the original list, it's completely depending on the original list. Okay, wherever it is, it will simply take up that original list value from here. Okay, so that list can be modified in between. But this copy function will, it's like a shallow copy, I can say. Shallow copy in the sense like at this particular point, whatever the values of this list, that one only will be copied to here. After that, even though if you modify this list, it won't impact this one. Yes, take for an example. If I am adding fruits dot add orange. Okay, I am adding it to the original list. Okay, so now again, if I print fruits copy, it won't modify.
Is it add or append?
Okay, up and side. Add means I need to give the position, right? I am just giving it to the first position. Insert, sorry. Okay. If I am inserting this, okay, I am inserting it into this list. Okay, this is the list. This is the original list. Okay. So now here I am putting a fruits list. I have added it in the fruits list, right? So in this case, even though, see, this is the fruits list, right? So this fruits list only got modified, right? If I inserted an orange here, so what happened? This fruit list only got modified. This fruit copy list will not modify because at this point I copied it. So at this point, whatever values are here, that will be getting copied here, right? After that, even though if I insert something to the fruits, it won't impact, right? So now if I have this copied fruits equal to fruits, okay. And here if I do a fruits dot apply. Okay. See, now this copied fruits also will be modified. See, here I just added, see, the very first what I did, we have a list called fruits. Okay. So this fruits is copied using this copy function using this like this. So now this fruits copy will have this apple, banana, and cherry. Okay. After that, I try to modify this list. Okay. I am inserting an orange into this list. Okay. When I insert that orange into that list, only this particular list got modified, but this particular list will not get modified because I did a shallow copy here. Okay. What I did here, see, this is the fruits copy list, right? So this fruits copy list will always have this original list. Why? Because this orange I have added in between. Okay. So now this is not getting modified. But here, what I did, I have assigned one more variable called copied fruits. And here I am displaying this fruits. So now I have this copied fruits as apple, orange, banana, cherry, as like this list. Okay. Now, after that, I tried to add a mango here, okay, to this original list. Okay, when I am trying to add mango into this original list, okay, this copied fruits also will have this mango. See, both the lists are getting modified. I am just modifying one list and both the lists are getting modified. Why? Because I am referencing fruits to this copied fruits here. Right? I am not copying the list of items. I am referencing fruits to this copied fruits. Okay. Because of that, wherever I modify this particular list, this list also will be getting impacted after this. But if I do a copy function, even though if I modify this list will not be impacted. Getting it, or I confused you?
So copy is like backup, and copy equal to on the line, the below line you are doing is like
Yeah.
overwriting that thing.
Yes, correct. This is like referencing.
Got it.
It's
So
like
when you do
assigning
a
the variable, right?
referencing, yeah, when you do
Yes.
a referencing, even if you modify this also will be modified. If you do a copy function, even though if you modify this won't modify. Like this.
It's assigning like a variable, right?
Yeah, right. So up to this point, any doubts? This is how list works. Okay, try these examples because list is the most confusing data type in Python. If you are able to understand this list, then only you can able to understand what is set, and with this only we can do this for looping and all. Okay, and then if you are able to understand this, then only we can clearly understand what is set and dictionaries. That will be tomorrow's class. Okay, from tomorrow we will start with the for loops.
Also, the link you shared, it is showing class 4 and 5, or like it is not 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 link also I will share again.
No, today you shared for 1, 2, and 3, or 4 and 5? The latest
4 and 5 only I shared. Yeah.
Okay, then fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So up to this we have finished. So on class 5, we will be having this for loops. From tomorrow on tomorrow's class, we will be straightly jumping into this for loops, and then we will jump into the set methods. But before we go to the set methods, okay, I am requesting you to go through this notebook. Right? Everyone is able to access this notebook now, right? So I am requesting you to go through this notebook and go through each and every topic and try to understand what a list is and do some list operations here with your own examples. Okay, so that you will have a grasp on this list. Then if we are starting for loop tomorrow, then it will be easier for you to understand because we already saw while loop. So for looping, you might have already got some idea of how the looping works, right? So after that, tomorrow we will be having for loops. So it will not be a difficult part for you to understand for loops, but to understand this set completely, right? For that, you need to have a clear understanding on this list. If you are able to get what we discussed so far in this list, then only you can get the list set methods. Okay, set is having 12 methods. In the basic list, we have 10 methods only. Okay, so if we complete all these 12 methods, then we will see about dictionary. Likewise. Okay, I know we are going very slow, but don't worry, we are extending the classes. Okay, this one I am shifting. Okay, so this will be on tomorrow. Today we see only about lists and basic listing. Okay, try practicing this one and please let me know whenever you face any doubts. Okay, because our aim is to have a grasp understanding on these concepts. If you are able to do up to this copy method, if you are able to do all these things independently and doing that, then 50% of the Python is complete for you. Because remaining is what? Remaining is only the remaining data structures and functions. If we touch functions, then we are almost done with Python. That's it. String you already know, like we already saw about this data structure, but we didn't do any string operations only. Yeah, so this is nothing. These things and all are nothing. These things and all are very, very simple. When you are grasping these things better, then these things and all will be very, very simple for you. So please go through these notebooks and try to understand the concepts up to our day 4 stuff. Okay, also if you have some time, please go through the recordings also, so that like if you miss anything, then you can get it from that record. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Like I am keeping the bridge open for some more time so that if you have any doubts, please let me know. I know that today I have extended the class another for some 30-40 minutes. Sorry for that, but yeah, it's all to make you understand the things. That's it.
Yeah, sure, Arul. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. Yeah, if you don't have anything, yeah, please feel free to draw. I'm keeping this bridge open for another 5 minutes.
Thanks, Arul. I'm wrapping off.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Prashant.
thanks, Arul. I'm wrapping up. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. Bye.